This video is going to give you a walkthrough of your main dashboard. So first, to get to your dashboard, after you've logged in, you're going to see your email address and your name right in the middle here. You're going to go ahead and click on that. This is going to take you to your dashboard. Each account has its own dashboard that will give you an overview of what's going on in the account. I would recommend logging in here on a regular basis to keep an eye on things. In the top right section is your communication stats for this account. So this will show you exactly how many requests you send out every month. It's broken down starting out with 24 hours, working through the month. That top row is how many requests you send out. This next row here will be how many of those requests have accepted your connection request. On a healthy account, I would expect about a 20 to 40% connection rate. This is especially if you're reaching out to second degree. These last two rows here are when people reply to your messages. So this third row is if they reply to your initial connection request message. More than just accepting, that's replying with a message as well. The following will be if they reply with a message to any of your following messages in your sequence. What I like to do is I kind of combine those last two rows there as an overall conversation rate. Not as many people are going to reply to your connection message as they will to the following steps. So a combination of the two will give you a good indication of how many conversations you're having on the day-to-day. This also, with these two bottom rows combined, should also be, in a healthy account, about 20 to 40%. We do have a report card section that you can refer to down the line if you want to optimize any of this to make sure your connection rate and your conversation rate are in the healthy zone. Next, I want to go over the difference here between what you see under connector campaigns versus towards the bottom, you will see messenger campaigns. These function in two different ways. Connector campaigns will be reaching out to new connections for you. So this will fall in LinkedIn's second and third degree zone. Second degree is anybody you share a connection with. At least one on LinkedIn will be in your second degree pool. Third degree is everybody else. However, you do have people that you are already connected to, which will fall in first degree on LinkedIn, and that's when you would set up a messenger campaign if you wanted to talk to those people. Essentially, a messenger campaign is the same as a connector campaign, just without that initial connection request, obviously because you are already connected to that group. In the top left section, this will give you general stats as well. This upcoming tasks section is very important too. This is an optional feature to keep an eye on what's next in your task list. So your task list will be exactly what the software is going to be doing next on your behalf, starting at the top. So as you can see here, it looks like Alexander is in line to receive an invite from us. Now, if I click on Alexander's name here, it will take me to his LinkedIn page. However, this optional enrich feature is really nice because I can click on this, and this will give me some extra information about him without me having to go all the way to his LinkedIn account. So this will tell me his headline, a little bit more information about his company. Sometimes it also offers you an exact amount of employees, which can be very helpful. Now, if I don't do anything here and I let this go as normal, then it's just going to continue through this list and Alexander will receive the next invite and it will continue as normal. However, if I want to have some extra oversight here, I could either approve Alexander or I could remove him from the campaign. If I hit approve, this turns green, and this just indicates that you've already vetted this person. So if anyone else on your team jumps in here, they'll be able to see that. If you wanted to remove someone from a campaign, you hit the X and they will be removed completely from the campaign. Again, this is just optional. If you don't touch it, it's just going to keep going as normal. Another important place to see here on the main dashboard is the graphs and the daily stats section. There's a separate video on each of these for you to see as well, but just important to note that if you want some additional information on stats, a deeper dive into how the account's doing, you can go to the graphs page, and the daily stats will tell you every day how many requests you're sending out, who's talking to you and connecting with you. All right, that completes our overview of the dashboard.